Bam.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
What's up, Lemonheads? Producer Fungus here, and we are live once again from our home studios.
That's right. Get used to
it. Get used to it. Joining me, as always, we got Larry Fresh, Edwin Garcia in the building. What's up, Edwin? How's it going?
What's up, baby? I miss actually touching your face, but it's nice to see it. You know.
Ah, soon enough, man. Soon enough, you'll have all of this finely tuned trimmed beard over here.
Yeah, bro.
And I think joining us for the first time ever is our Marlins beat writer, Gabe Garcia. Gabe, how's it going, bro?
Good, man. Nice to know that most of us here still have a beard.
This is your first time on the show, right? I don't think you've ever joined us before.
On a live stream, this is my first time.
I think he did a podcast with us once, like a long time ago, right?
Oh, okay.
I think so. It's been
yeah, I was there. You had asked me, I think, what was the question? You had asked me what was my favorite kind of music, and I said that I didn't listen to any music.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't listen to music.
Wait,
terrible.
Terrible answer.
Kick him off.
I don't know, man. You guys laughed. I remember specifically you guys laughed.
Well, thanks for coming back, man. We can never seem to coordinate our schedules to get you on the show and talk Marlins, since you are our official Marlins beat writer. But here we're going to talk baseball, and now that everybody's secluded in their homes, it's glad to have you here, man. And joining us once again, Daniel Alvarez. Danny, how's it going, bro?
I'm sorry for being the only one without a beard.
Yeah, dude, what's up, bro? That was in the memo.
No, it's okay, man.
You gotta write it.
I'm not as cool as you guys are, but I'm doing fine. I'm
I see
bored,
something down there, though. I see a little
something.
But
that doesn't count. I mean,
that's okay.
Forced, like,
you know how some girls don't need makeup. Well, Danny doesn't need a beard. He's a naturally good-looking dude, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Thank you for that. But yeah, happy to join you guys and talk a little bit about everything.
Definitely. Well, before we get started, just like last episode, today we're gonna promote some local businesses. So right off the bat, today's show is brought to you by the law office of Alexis Gonzalez. They're a Miami law firm providing litigation, transactional, and administrative legal services. Why hire Alexis Gonzalez law firm? Because they got large firm experience with a mid-market value. Right, they're a results-oriented South Florida boutique, and I think you should hit them up if you have any legal questions. If you have anything that you need, they do everything from employment law, educational, real estate, all that stuff. So you can find them at aglawpa.com or 305-223-9999. That's Alexis Gonzalez Law Firm. All right.
There you go, Alexis Law. Thank you guys. And again, like we did on Tuesday, we're just happy to be able to help out and contribute any which way we can.
Yep.
We were talking before. This is day. We don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday. I don't know, April something. This is quarantine day.
It's a twilight zone, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's quarantine day, like 1,000. I don't know, man. It's weird. For some of us, we've been locked up a lot longer than others. Some people are still not even locked up. Some people are essential. Unfortunately, the government thinks he's essential, so he has to go in. But we found through technology a way for all of us to communicate here and continue to do the thing that we love to do, which is talk sports, talk shit, have fun. We already got some fans here for Daniel. Look at that. You got some. I'm assuming that's for you. There you go.
Yeah, that's my boy Jose.
There you go.
Alabama.
So
there we go.
Yeah, man. So again, it's a weird thing that we're doing, a weird situation. But what's the weird? What's another weird thing about it is that every day gets a little less weird. It becomes a little more normal. Do you guys feel like that?
That's what worries me about it. It's like, to really get used to this, and whenever we're ready to go back to work, it's gonna be like, am I even know how to drive or something?
Actually, I drove my truck around for the first time in 3 weeks today. I'm pretty proud of that.
That's to myself, like, hey, do I even know how to turn on the car or something like that?
Yeah, dude, it's weird, man. It's really weird. It's a different life, It kind of. I went out the other day to get some supplies, and I text the wife that I'm like Glenn from The Walking Dead. I just thought that's all I do. I'm out here, with the mask. I got a gun. I'm trying to avoid the herd. it is what it is. We work with it, but at least a couple times a week now, we're gonna be able to sit down, talk, and catch up and laugh about stuff. So hopefully we can bring in a good time here. And we got some others. Hey Pete, thank you for watching. Thank you.
Parkour.
And it's always fun, man. It's always good to have this and talk some shit, man. So let's get to it. All right. So today's show, all right, it's baseball specific today. We're gonna do baseball. We're rotating themes because we kind of have to milk it as much as we can. But I figure it's appropriate because today, according to the Marlins should be playing the Braves, right? And you should be, both of you guys should be at the press box. I should be down on the field taking some pictures. This is what we should be doing, but instead we're in the company of each other here virtually. But it's because it's baseball season and we got that going on. Today's going to be a baseball heavy show. We're going to talk a little baseball, what's going on. I want to share some. You see, I got my Marlins, old school, nice. Oh, it feels so good. I love this. I love the big F. We'll talk a little Marlins, and then the big thing, man. The big thing. We're gonna talk best baseball movie. That's gonna be the big topic today. So, just to give people an idea, let me pull up the list here real quick. You guys see it there? How's that?
Yes, sir.
Boom, there we go. All right.
I see it.
There we go. So we see the list here. Let's go full screen. Let's make sure. Well, it doesn't really do much. Okay. Hold on, baby. Can I make it bigger? Oh, wait. Yeah, I can make it a little bigger, right? I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out. That's what she said. I know. I'm still trying to figure out technology. But all right. So these are the movies. Now, the three of you had homework going into today. You all knew. You saw the list. And I said, go in, look at the list, and pick only three. The rest got to go. We're going to just do this, and we're going to share and compare. But then I got to thinking, man, and I kind of feel like there's a movie on here that I feel is either going to be everybody's number one or it's going to be on the top three. And I don't know. I kind of want to spoil it, but maybe I'm thinking about eliminating that movie and making you choose another one. What do you think? Because I feel like there's. I mean, do you feel me? You think there's one here that everybody's gonna pick?
I think you're a motherfucker for making me do something else, bro. I hate surprises, dude.
I know you love it.
I already know where you're going.
I thought we all had homework.
I already know where you're going with this.
Okay, so what do you think? Come on, let's see how in tune we are after all these years.
So I think the obvious one that everyone's gonna pick is The Sandlot. So you're gonna remove that one and make us choose another one.
Okay,
there you go.
Reaction,
you just made this a lot harder.
Yeah, okay. I mean, when you're gonna play safe with something, I mean, you go with The Sandlot, and nothing's gonna happen.
Well, I figured Sandlot is like probably. I mean, okay, I had it at number one. Who had it at number one?
I also had it at number one.
Okay, Daniel, did you have it at one or you had it two?
No, I got it in number three, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you know what? You're okay. You had it at three. We'll let you go at three. But Gus, Gabby, you guys got to figure out a third one now.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. I think I'm good. I think I got my one. Okay, I'm lining it up. Yeah, all right. I got mine. So we'll deliberate a little more on that as the show goes on. I think it'll be fun.
All right,
but
I already got my third. It's all good.
Okay, all right, there you go. So start thinking about it. Do your thinking there, and let's get back to what we're doing today. And we already got some submissions here. Some people, okay. Some people, hey, if you're watching, first of all, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe, the like button, hit the little bell for notifications. If you're watching right now with us on Facebook, just hit share, man. Let people know that what you're watching. The more eyes we can get here, the better it is for everybody. And we really, 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 really appreciate it. So if you want to contribute in the movie, choices,
go ahead.
Go ahead
and post your top three. We'll share them.
Yeah, we'll share everybody's top threes. So if whenever you want, we'll put up the list again there. So let me see. Wait, just in case. Oh wait, wrong button. Boom. And there we go. So just in case, and let's see. Albert already has his first. Okay, so he's got Sandlot, Rookie, and Angels. Okay, that's solid.
Yeah.
Very, very solid there. We'll talk a little more on that one. But all right, but today's big news, or not? When did the news come out about this this plan that MLB has with Arizona? I know, Gabby, you've been on it, and Daniel, you've been on it. Gabby, tell us when did this first come out?
It pretty much came out this week, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday or the day before. And the plan is that Major League Baseball is trying to get back into the swing of things. So the idea that they're trying to go with at the moment is to stock up all 30 teams in one place, pretty much Arizona. And the reason that they picked Arizona is because all the facilities are within about 50 miles of each other. And the reason I didn't consider Florida is because all of Florida's facilities are like sprinkled around the state, and that already brings a bunch of logistic issues and costs. So yeah, like I said in my tweet, location, location, location. And right now, it looks like they've been in talks for a couple of weeks, roughly. And this has like the support of federal officials, health officials at the CDC. And right now, what they're just trying to do is start hopefully in May. But given the situation with regards to testing for coronavirus, June looks like the more likely and more practical start date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Daniel. You got something to add there?
Yeah. What I heard about this, I mean, not only I saw the plan with with going with all 30 teams to Arizona, but I don't think that's gonna happen for a lot of reasons. First of all is cases are going up in Arizona, the number of cases.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to a coach that is living over there, and he told me like, why people think this is gonna be better here when cases are going up in Arizona. That's the first part. The second part is that I'm not quite sure that a lot of players who would like to go there for 4.5, maybe 5 months without seeing their families. Maybe you can see that with Venezuelan or Dominican players that have their families on their countries. But for American players, they have the culture of being around their families the whole year. Maybe 1 or 2 months, but basically 10 months of the year you're with your family, even though you're traveling and doing things like that. But when you're away for 4 to 5 months, that's a lot for many people. So I can't see how they're gonna play baseball the right way in Arizona with that plan.
Yeah, I don't really see that happening either. It's a tough ask for the players to go and seclude themselves for a few months away from their families, like you said. And the Baseball Players Association is pretty strong, so I don't see them agreeing to that.
Yeah, to me, my big concern is, like, even if you do something like this, I don't know. I look at it like, I don't want a rushed, watered down product. I don't want. It's kind of like, I mean, you guys are probably a little younger, but I remember back in 1994 when we had the baseball strike. It's like replacement players.
I was
know,
-3.
Damn, dude. Oh man.
I think I was 7 years old or something like that.
Okay, that's a little better, but not -3. But way back when in 1994, when you had the players strike, they tried out replacement players, and it was kind of the inverse of what's happening now. You had fake major league, not fake major. These are guys that are athletes, but they weren't major leaguers, playing in stadiums with people. In this case, it's going to be the inverse, where you have real players but playing with nobody, because that's the other thing about this, is that they want to do this with empty stadiums, and that just feels empty. It doesn't feel like it lacks substance. Honestly, I would rather probably not have a season, maybe, than to have something like this. As horrible as that sounds, I mean, do you guys feel like that?
I feel like that. The thing is that the most important thing here, well, not the most important thing, but one of the most important things here is money. I mean, the most important thing is all of us, to be healthy. That's the main thing. But money, it's it's moving everything. But let's put it this way. I saw the article that Ken Rosenthal wrote about on The Athletic about this situation after Passons reported the news and the possibilities and the rules and everything they want to do in order to play in Arizona. First thing, the distance from the umpire to the catcher, that changed the whole thing for the umpires. So it doesn't make sense to be to have 6-7 feet separation, the umpire from the catcher, if the batter is going to be 3 feet away from him.
Yeah,
that's the first thing. Second thing, if you say that you can't play baseball I mean, that you're gonna have to play baseball, without any contact. I mean, imagine a guy going to second base, trying to steal second base. How are you supposed to not make contact with him if you have to tag him?
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
how's the first baseman coach? How is he gonna talk to him? Or I don't know, a ball in the gap. Both outfielders going for that fly ball. I mean, they're gonna have to let it drop because they cannot be, like together and think about this. You're gonna have all 30 teams in one state and going to the same stadium, but you have to be doing the social distance thing. So are you gonna have one car for each player? I mean, how are you gonna because they all can't be in the bus, So that's for me, it's crazy.
Well,
and
I think
also the temperature in Arizona, that's crazy. Under 100 degrees.
Yeah, especially in the summer. Oh, they're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Oh boy, that's gonna be it.
Well, I think what the idea was also is like make sure everybody's healthy, that they're not positive, and once you have like a pool of everybody who's healthy, just keep them isolated. Which to me, I start thinking I don't think these players are going to want to be away from their families and stuff because let's say Gus over here, who's an exceptional major league prospect, right? He's quarantined with his players, and I'm assuming that's the only way they're going to do it, but Gus has family that he wants to go see, and it's like, hey, no, you're going to play baseball for for the next couple of months like this, and you can't see your family. Like, I just don't think anybody's going to sign up for this. I think it's way more trouble, I mean, than anything. It's a hassle. But I did say, one of the things they said with the thing about the umpires, they were talking about using an electric strike zone or like a computer.
That already happened in the AFL, in the Arizona Fall League.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't that bad, but I saw a lot of mistakes from the umpires, especially from one Venezuelan umpire. But it's not his fault. I mean, if you have a robot or whatever calling balls or strikes, in your earphone, I mean, you have to say that it was a ball or a strike. I mean, you cannot change it just because you want it, even though you knew it was a strike. I mean, you got to do your job. So if there's gonna be mistakes with technology, I'd rather not have it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too much trouble, but it's kind of scary, man. Like baseball should be going on right now. We don't have it. It's not looking like it's coming, anytime soon. If this is what we're talking about, and this seems so, out there and not like feasible, like way too much trouble, it just seems like it's gonna be a long time before the three of us here that which should be at a Marlins game today are gonna be at a Marlins game under regular circumstances. And it's a shame. Yeah. It's sad, man.
But, what sucks is that Gabby wasn't able to make opening day, so I was gonna cover opening day. It was gonna be my only game of the season.
Who told you that part? Because I think I was gonna make it to opening day.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Edwin remembers.
Yeah, Gus already.
Because the game was gonna be like at 4 PM, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gus already had put in for that one.
You remember the big cup ice creams? I missed that.
The free ice cream? Yeah, I missed that a lot.
Yeah,
I missed that a lot. No, it's just that this whole plan that they have out, that even Major League Baseball has admitted that they're not fully getting behind it, and they don't have a detailed plan just yet. In other words, everything's on the table. It's just that this plan in particular, and all other plans probably, they're just facing major logistics issues. They have major challenges. I mean, for example, if you like that idea that the ump can't be really close to the other players for social distancing, wait till you hear the other one. So in the dugout, instead of having everybody in the dugout, all the players would be in the stands about 10 feet away from each other. So they're going to act as fans. So the first question in my mind is, will they be able to do the wave? The second question in my mind is...
Ban the wave. Ban the wave. I mean, if you're going to
ban the wave.
Ban the wave.
Ban the wave.
Join me, Gus.
Oh, God. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And then they're also banning mound visits. The catcher can't go. The pitching coach can't go. So that kind of changes it up a little bit. And then the main problem for now is turnover on coronavirus testing. Because as of right now, people are waiting, 3, 4, 5 days, more than a week.
Yeah.
And apparently they're going to have quicker testing or quicker turnaround in early May. But then they have to be very, very careful that they do this in a way that it's not taking away from the resources that could be made available to the general public.
Yeah.
Another thing, how would you justify using critical resources in pretty much propping up a sport when it could be used not only in the state of Arizona, but in other areas in the country that are considered trouble spots, which is another thing that right now, as of the article that was written on ESPN, Arizona was ranked, I think, 22nd in cases for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So they considered it, quote unquote, not a hot spot. But the whole thing, you can't go with that because the situation is very fluid. Things change by the hour, not by the day. So what could look good today could look like a complete risk or a complete mess in May or June.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what this coach told me a couple of days ago. Like, hey, I mean, the thing is not getting better here. So I don't know why they think that it's gonna be good for May. I mean, it's gonna be safe. I also read on the article from Jeff Passan on ESPN that he was saying that the rosters were going to be expanded instead of 26, maybe, I don't know. Let's put a number to 32 players in case that one of them tests positive for COVID or something
this is
like
crazy.
that.
We can't live like
also
this.
Also because of the temperature and how tired players could be or something like that, and so that they're gonna need a bigger roster. That's for me sounds crazy, man. I mean, it's like, okay, I get it. You want to play, you want to make money. We all of us want that, and we also want to enjoy sports, and it's good for people to have sports during difficult times. But this is crazy, man. I mean,
no, and when they expanded the roster, there's another question that comes into mind. I mean, imagine all these challenges just to get 30 teams to play in one state. Now add in minor league baseball. So what happens when a player gets quote unquote demoted? Then what? Yeah. Does he just stay in the hotel the whole time, or does he actually go down to a farm system to play?
No, I'll tell you, he's gonna be in the stands or something.
This is
and then he rushes down from like the nosebleed section to start pitching.
No, this is not gonna work. It's just like I agree with Anthony here. He's talking about we need something that we love and we need something to enjoy. But I think the safety of everybody, and not just the athletes, but everybody, like people in general. I mean, this is something that's affecting everyone. So let's take care of everybody first.
I think the logistics to pull this off is just too much.
Too much, man. And it's tough because basketball already got a good chunk of the season in. Hockey got a good chunk of the season in. So they're trying to figure out maybe how to salvage a playoffs and an end to the season. Baseball didn't even get a chance to start. And it's happening at the worst time. Like all this really went down right when baseball was starting. I'll be honest, as much as it hurts me and as sad as it makes me, I really think that we might not have enough time to salvage baseball because baseball it's such a different sport. I mean, I don't even think you could do a half a season. I don't think that it's 162 games is a lot to try and figure out how to satisfy everybody. So I just don't see a situation here unless we wake up tomorrow to some miracle cure or something or some incredible advancements. When it comes to finding a remedy for this. But I'm telling you, I think it's going to be something that is going to be hard to salvage. And I'm feeling pessimistic about baseball coming back this season. As much as it hurts me, I really think football is the only sport that has a chance to have this happen and not be affected. Like there's still a possibility that come, football season, the fall, that we'll be able to roll into NFL season without this affecting the product there. But I don't see it happening.
That depends because there's actually a poll that was out that ESPN reported on that apparently the fans, 72% of them will not go to a game without a vaccine. So if you don't have fans playing and you're playing in front of an empty stadium, it's almost like then what are you playing for?
Bad time to be a Buccaneers fan now.
Oh yeah, a bad time to be a Bucs fan.
Yeah, man.
When they're gonna have people in the stands now, coronavirus happens. So, going.
Oh no, I'm just commenting on the comment here. I've seen those marble racing videos on Twitter. Yo, that thing's lit, bro. Like I'm watching and I'm just like, yo, blue marble, blue. I get excited, man. You find anything to scream at or bet on or something, bro.
Those are, man.
What are the advanced analytics? What kind of advanced analytics exist for marble racing? That's what
I have no idea. I only know that the blue one wins.
I'm gonna pull up an Excel spreadsheet and just start crunching some numbers on marble racing.
like on week 1 of quarantine, when
Mhm.
I was watching that, like at the end of the video, I was like this, like, oh my god, like, honestly, it's so intense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
and
dude.
I'm a
Mhm.
big Formula One and racing fan. Like
Okay.
Formula One,
Nice.
NASCAR, IndyCar. So when I see those kind of things, I'm like, oh my goodness, I miss
Have
racing a
you
lot.
have you just to throw a curveball here real fast? Have you been watching that Formula One show on Netflix?
Oh man, that's one of my favorite shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
Drive to Survive
Okay.
is amazing. I mean, I
You gotta tell me
recommend
I don't
everybody
know.
to see it.
Awesome. Yeah,
It's amazing.
I haven't
It's
checked it
amazing.
out yet, but my brother is telling me great things about it, and he wasn't a Formula One guy before that, and it's kind of converting him. So I'm gonna check it out.
I've heard it. I mean, I have
Hmm.
like 3 or 4 friends that told me the same. Like, hey, now I'm watching Formula One because of the show on Netflix, and it's really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, because it shows you all the other drivers. Like the only driver that anybody knows is Lewis Hamilton. Like, he's the only one that I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you guys remember when I don't remember the channel, but remember the franchise, the series that they did with the Marlins,
Oh
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
radio
yeah.
show.
Showtime,
Well,
I think.
it's Showtime, exactly.
Mhm.
It is something similar.
Ah, okay.
And you know, like cameras inside, not the clubhouse, but you know, the motorhomes and the garage and you know, going with the drivers, you know, on their countries, traveling and doing
Yeah.
exercises and spending time with their families. So it's pretty cool.
I
Cool.
got you. That's a
Nice.
good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple NASCAR races and an IndyCar. Never seen Formula One, but yo, I love
Yeah.
NASCAR. I get super like, you know, rednecky and you know, I'm out there like, yeah, man, making all these left turns and shit. Like,
Yeah,
but
you could bring in your own beer.
yes,
Hello.
that's the crazy part. Now, have you been to Formula One? Have you been to a race in person? I'm assuming you have, right?
No, I haven't, and I'm
Oh,
waiting
man.
for Formula One and Miami to,
Yeah.
to approve the race here for next year or maybe 2022.
That's
Last year, I hated myself for this because I went to Houston for the World Series.
mhm.
So World Series ended, I think,
nice
it was
little
on
humble
Wednesday-
brag.
on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And
He
I
was the
had
one
a
banging the
friend
trash can.
on Wednesday calling me like, hey, when are you flying back to Miami? I'm like, I'm flying back on Thursday. He's like, oh man, I mean, is there a possibility for you to change your ticket because you can come with me for the Formula One race in Austin? So we just have to drive 3 hours.
Nice.
You're gonna stay in my house there, and you can just buy any regular ticket and you can sit with us. I'm like, man, I'm the dumbest person ever for not thinking about that.
Oh my
Like
God.
how
dude.
I missed that. I was so into the baseball thing that I missed it.
All right, you know what? We're gonna have to throw him in the pit, man. He's gone. He's gone. I gotta kick him off the stream because he. How do you miss that, dude? No. Just playing with you, man. But dude,
I
that
deserve
that
I
sucks,
deserve
man. I'm curious if you've been to a Formula One race in the comments there. Let me know. Can you bring your own beer? Because NASCAR, you can bring your own beer. You can bring your own food. Like legit, I went with 3 friends and we bought 30 cheeseburgers from McDonald's and we just put them in a bag and they let you walk in
My
with it.
goodness.
You can bring your own cooler with it has to be canned beers and as many as you can fit in the small little coolers. So I know that you can have a good time for nothing at a NASCAR race. I'm wondering if like Formula One is a little more high class or if it's just as
I
reckless.
have no idea. I have no idea, but it will be fun to to figure that out.
Oh yeah, Gus already saw all of Tiger King. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we did a whole Tiger King episode. I'm not doing Tiger King again. That's just too much for me, dude.
Carol Baskin might kill us.
Yes.
I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm feeling the pressure of everyone watching.
Oh, you
the
haven't
show.
seen
I'm
it?
just like, oh, no. So I have to start seeing it tomorrow. So
Ooh.
it's gonna be like, okay.
Dude, okay. I'm sure everybody's already told you. It's a horrible show, but it's like a bad car accident. You gotta watch. You know, it's well done. But these are all horrible people. Just don't. I don't like people glamorizing any of these. These are all horrible people.
Like Joe Frisaro told us today in a conference call that we had with Mike Hill, he was like, that was a whole week of what just happened. So it's like, okay, now I have an idea of how it's gonna be like.
Yeah. Prepárate. You know, it's gonna be it's nuts, man. It's nuts. Well, thank you, Luis. Thank you. Appreciate you watching there. Anyway, wait, did we lose Daniel? There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Back. So let me ask you guys, sticking with baseball real quick, What's the one thing that you guys miss the most about like baseball? If there's one thing that you miss about baseball, whether it could be anything. It could be your home, going to the game, whatever it is. But is there something that stands out that you miss a little more? Because there's something I've been missing for a while now, and then there's a couple other things. But I don't know. Do you guys anything stick out for you?
Well, tell us what you missed first.
Okay, all right. I'll say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, something that I've missed for a while that the Marlins screwed me out of last year was the pan con lechon sandwiches from the Taste of Miami.
Oh,
like
not the story again.
They don't have them
been
anymore?
like last season. Huh?
They don't have them anymore?
No, they closed off Taste of Miami last season.
That's right.
They did they brought all these little restaurants and they made everything like cool and all these things, but they took out the Mamachoa or Mama Llega y Pon, the place with the best freaking sandwiches. I can't get them anywhere, so I've been craving that. So I do miss that. But honestly,
there's
you know what I really miss?
La Cocinita. There's a place called La Cocinita, and you can have not
no, I know.
But you can have the Cuban sandwich. It's not as good as it was the other one. The other one.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's
Hall of Fame type caliber. I mean.
Yes, I liked going to the Marlins game, getting my pan con lechon, sitting there and just watching, baseball. I like that. But one thing that I do miss that's different is I like listening to Marlins games on Spanish radio, especially the West Coast games when they're on the West Coast. Like that's the stuff. Like it's 10:30 at night. You put on the AM radio. You listen to Ñigui. You listen to those guys talking baseball. Like. That's something that's so ingrained in me as like a part of me that I love about baseball, and it's just like I was looking. You always look forward to that every year, and I don't have it right now. It makes me sad.
Yeah, man. Hey, but quick shout out to our boy Beto, one of our photographers. He misses hanging out with Gabe.
Oh my God.
Little hearts.
That's a very humbling comment right there. I'm glad that he had fun with me because I had plenty of fun with him.
There you go, man. This Lemon City fam is tight, bro. Tight family.
Lemon City family, we tight, man. We tight like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, I miss.
Oh, what's that?
Whoa. What is going on?
Apocalypse, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's really going down.
It's finally happening.
Edwin, I think something's scurrying in your room, man.
All right, but if you see me run out that door, shit's hit the fan. So just
I think Gabe feels the same way. I miss the routine. I mean, just preparing to go to the ballpark and getting in there and then going into a clubhouse and talk to the guys and then matting and then watch batting practice. All the pre-game stuff that we do. That is actually when we're working, because when the game is on, we're not doing anything. We're just watching. But just that pre-game routine and the post-game routine as well. I miss it. And last season was really good. For baseball in general, not for the Marlins, but we had guys like Acuna and Soto and what Gary Cole was doing on the Astros, and then the Bellinger, Yelich fight for the MVP, and Anthony Rendon, and those type of things. I really miss that because the amount of talent that we have now in baseball, especially with the younger guys like Acuna, Soto, Walker Buehler, Eloy Jimenez, Pete Alonso. That's amazing, and I really miss that.
Yeah, I think baseball does a better job than most sports about, especially in the last 10 years, of having youth really carry the sport. The veterans eventually are gonna fade away, and they're not gonna be that good anymore. But baseball, every year, it seems like the All-Star game for the last, I don't know how many years, at the All-Star game, you see all these young guys, and it's like, 5 more new young guys, first-time All-Stars, and you're like, yo, these guys are legit, Like last year, Soto, it blows up, and he's, a World Series champion and everything, and now he's a guy we're going to be talking about for the next 5-10 years, So that's the good part about baseball. That's the nice thing, And another nice thing I like is MLB Network showing the Marlins so much love. I love that. That makes me very happy in my teal heart right here. Yesterday they were
on ExtraBase we did today the all-time Marlins lineup.
Oh, okay.
It was we had a lot of comments.
Okay.
From many people, because we had Charles Johnson CJ as the catcher.
That's fine. That's right. That's the right catcher.
Because Pudge just played one season here.
Yeah, I know for sure.
So we had Jeff Conine on first. Luis Castillo in second, Hanley at short,
Oh.
Mikey Lowe. I know it. I know it. Mikey Lowell on third, and then the outfield was Miggy Cabrera, Gary Sheffield, and Mike/Giancarlo.
Okay, you got it solid. My issue would probably be first base. I don't look at Jeff Conine as a first baseman. He was always an outfielder. Yeah. He's the guy who threw out JT Snow.
Yes, sir. I was about to say,
I know.
Jeff Conine, man.
That's what really stands out. But I mean, when we put the lineup together, it's like, how are we gonna take out Miggy? How are we gonna take out Gary?
Yeah.
We're going to take out Giancarlo. So
no.
to put Jeff Conine everywhere. I mean, he's Mr. Marlins for a reason.
Yeah.
So we're going to okay, first base.
He's the DJ, the DH. He's the platoon outfielder. He's everything. He could be the coach. We could put him in.
And there's no DH in National League.
Well, you know what? It's like an all-star game. They have a DH.
Wait until 2022 and you have the DH.
Yes, it's only a matter of time. But I do like the list there. My other gripe is, I know Hanley won a batting title, but I've always been a big fan of Alex Gonzalez. He was my favorite shortstop.
Okay. For me, it's Alex.
That guy was just the best.
The thing is that we do it with the numbers and
No, I know, but you know what?
Not every collective achievement, but like individually. I mean, Hanley was But
well, you know what?
Was Alex.
When you think of Hanley, the last thing I think of Hanley now is him walking that baseball down the sidelines. When I think of, and getting yelled at and kicked out of a game for not hustling. When I think of Alex Gonzalez, he's hitting a walk-off home run in Game 3 of the World Series, baby. That's my dude, man. I love that guy. No, a true story. Like I was in 2003, 2001, 2002. I was not doing sports or anything. I was just a fan. And I used to love going to Marlins games early to watch them do their little defensive drills and just watch Castillo and Gonzalez play with each other. Like, it's gross as it sounds.
Yeah,
but like they would do.
Barry Hill did a hell of a job.
Man, they were so fun to watch, dude. It was like it was the best. But yeah, your list is solid. Yeah, Charles Johnson, definitely good. But yeah, MLB Network's been doing a lot of love for the Marlins. I watched the 2003 game. They were showing the NLDS. Yesterday, and it was so nice to watch Barry Bonds and that whole series. It just took me back. That Marlins lineup, man, was just so. It's my favorite year of it. It's possibly. I mean, it's gonna sound like I'm a homer here because I'm a big 2003 fan. It's easily my favorite of the two championships. But aside from that, I think that 2003 playoffs in general was one of, if not the best MLB postseason ever. And you could take away the drama that the Marlins had. But you had Aaron Boone, the walk-off in that one. You had the series against the Cubs. Every series in that playoffs was just incredible, man. It was a lot of fun. And it's hard to be
even the Red Sox A's series.
Yeah, Red Sox A's they were down. The Braves and Cubs in the NLD, the other NLDS matchup. It was intense, man. You had everything you wanted. So I'm always partial to 03. That was always my favorite thing. But yeah, it's nice to reminisce. Let's see. One thing I tell you is that I bet the Astros must be happy the media is not talking. Yes. Yeah. That is definitely Anthony hit it on the head right
there. And when everything resumes, the main thing is going to be the Red Sox and their sanctions. I mean, what's going to happen to them? We don't know, but we already know that the investigation is done, and Rob Manfred has to write the report, and whenever we go back to play baseball, we're gonna have that out, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen to the Red Sox.
As a Yankee fan, I'm kind of happy. But
I'm just curious how long it takes before an Astros player gets beamed at the plate after everything that they did.
Dude, in spring training, it was like the first week, like 7 Astros players got beamed, something like that, right? It was crazy. So
and it's probably going to continue in the season.
And they're not going to forget.
I don't know if you guys went to West Palm, but it was the tension that you could feel the tension there. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, I think even if they cancel the whole season, let's say no baseball in 2020, but they'll remember in 2021. I'll just put it that way. They ain't gonna forget. They're gonna be like, what the hell? But yeah, it's nice to see a little Marlins on TV, the good old days. That's always nice. It'd be nice if we could be watching a real game right now or listening to it on the radio. But in time it'll come.
Yeah. I didn't say what I missed.
Oh God, go ahead. My bad, dude.
For me, I guess I'm bad in cleanup.
What I miss.
Here we go.
Every time I go to a Marlins game, I'm like, all right, today is the day I'm gonna catch a home run or a foul ball. Never happened. But today's the day. That's what I miss. That feeling of knowing that today's the day, but it never happens.
Oh, dude.
That one of my favorite memories from going as a fan. It was a game in 2016 against the Giants. That game lasted like 14 innings or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember Tom Kohler, Ichiro, Gregor Blanco, they all threw baseballs to us. I was watching batting practice. So when I got home, I have too much pain here on my chest. And then when I took my shirt out, I had, like a big scar over here, for going against the wall and, trying to get the baseball. So, but I didn't even notice that when I was at the ballpark. So when I got home, I was like, what the hell is that? But yeah, it was the marks on it. And
weirdest bruise you've ever seen on yourself, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
All right.
But it was like this big. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
All right. By a show of hands, who here has caught a home run ball at a Major League Baseball game?
No, I haven't.
Huh? I'm the only one? Actually, funny story.
Does batting practice count?
Nope, not at all. I've caught two.
No, that doesn't count. That does not count.
I was actually looking through an old hard drive of mine because I have a friend of mine on Instagram. He posted a really cool video of Barry Bonds the other day at Yankee Stadium playing a game, an interleague game in the call, and he hit this moonshot to the third deck in right field. And I was commenting. I was like, bro, you know what? I caught a Barry Bonds home run ball. And I don't think you know this story, Daniel. I haven't told you this, but back in 2007, when Barry Bonds hit number 760 at the old stadium, I'm the guy who caught the ball, bro. He finished with 762. Yeah, I'm the guy who caught the ball.
That's amazing. Did you still have the baseball?
No. It was sold.
He gave in to greed.
Well, but yeah, divorce and all this stuff afterwards. You don't see much from it, but I you know what? I think let me see. I might have a picture of it somewhere. Oh wait, I do. It was no, I'll show you after. There's a little video there. Anyways, I was looking for that stuff today because I wanted to send it to my friend who I told him the story and he didn't believe me. So I just happened to be looking at those shots today and I was like, wow, look at that, dude. I was a whole nother person back then. You could see my face a little more. It was, it was something else. But it was, I caught 760 and after I caught the ball, I got pulled away by security. They took me to like this Marlins boardroom. And they were like, "Oh no, we suggest you go home now and everything like that." And I was getting an escort on the little golf cart behind the stands and stuff like that. And at the time, the emergency broadcast system again.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
Is it over?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, hold on. There we go. So what happened?
All the 5G conspiracists right now there. You see? It's that 5G.
This is it. Wait, look. I do have. There's a picture of me with the ball.
Nice. With Edwin.
Me with the ball there. That's a whole nother lifetime ago, man. Look at that guy. I had a horrible sunburn. Yeah. Look at that horrible sunburn, dude. I got burnt real bad because I was fishing that day and I was out on the pier all day, and I just, like a reckless youth that I was back then, bro. I was 25 back then, bro. Look at that guy. Wow. That was a whole other lifetime ago, dude. But no, the crazy excuse me. The crazy thing was after I caught the ball, so I'm getting escorted out, and I've always been a baseball geek. But at the time, I never really met any baseball players other than I got an autograph show or something like that. As I'm leaving, we're passing by where the locker rooms were, and Omar Vizquel, someone you might know, Daniel. Omar Vizquel was standing there, and he looks at me, and he's like, "You caught the ball?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Let me see." And I showed it to him, and he's like, "That's cool, man. Congrats." And to me, that was the coolest part. I just caught a home run for Barry Bonds, but the fact that I talked to a major leaguer and he told me, congrats, I thought that was like, so awesome for me. But but man, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. That was a great little memory to flash back to today. But yeah, dude, I'll send you the video. I gotta look it up there. It's there. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you gotta send it. That's a
yeah. You get to brag about going to the World Series. I caught a home run, so I got my
You caught a record home run baseball.
record home run.
A record home run baseball, yeah.
For like a whole week, it was the all-time record home run ball until he hit 2 more, and then
Exactly.
So that's how it was. So that Throwback Thursday, yeah, there you go. Evan, he knows he's the guy in the picture there with me.
That's right.
Always a good time. But all right, let's get to the good stuff, man.
Wait a second. I haven't even said what I missed the most out of baseball. Everybody else
okay. Look, Chris. Took a pandemic to get Gabs on the podcast. That's right, man.
Well, I guess there's a silver lining then.
Yep.
Now, I'll keep this short. That the one thing I miss about baseball is just being to the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
The pre-gaming, the post-game work, watching the game, and just just enjoying it. Just watching the players play, because that's the thing that this pandemic, speaking of pandemics, that's the one thing that it brings out, that you start appreciating things that you took for granted.
Yeah.
And baseball is one of those things, and sports. Because even through the bad times, there was always sports, and now suddenly we don't have it.
Yep.
So with the sports fans, we're finding new ways of keeping ourselves entertained and sane.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, for me, the one thing that I miss about baseball is just being there, just going to the game.
Yeah, I think all of us, at least 3 of us here. I know Gus is not the biggest baseball fan, but he appreciates it. But I think the 3 of us here are pretty hardcore baseball fans. And to us, baseball is like a sanctuary, man. Like the stadium, going there. You grew up loving the game, playing the game, and it's really an important thing. And I know Chris over here, he misses the ice cream machine. I know, bro. That ice cream machine is legit.
Everyone misses the ice cream machine.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
So, the brownies and the cookies that they have, man, those are the best.
Yeah, the cookies are tight, bro. That's one that I definitely.
I don't know if you guys remember in 2018 when the machine was broken, and remember that we had like 2.5 or 1.5 months without the machine.
Oh no!
We had how's the name of that company with the ice creams?
McDonald's. It was a McFlurry machine.
No. It's not McDonald's. I forgot the name.
Bluebell, probably one of those, Blue Bunny or something like that.
No, it wasn't Bluebell. The logo is like a heart or 3 hearts. I don't remember the name, but we have like the sandwiches and all any other type of ice cream.
See, I think we started last year, so we missed that outage. I think Chris and Gabe would have lost their minds if they had no ice cream, and probably wouldn't.
I'll tell you this right now. Every game that I went to that machine at least 3 times.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah. You got the jokes, huh? Oh, I see.
But the good thing about not being is that we're not gaining pounds with the ice cream.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we're gaining pounds with something else.
Yeah.
I've actually feel like I've been doing a good job during this pandemic of eating. Surprisingly, I thought I was gonna eat myself into like Bolivia. How Mike Tyson used to say.
Bolivia.
I thought I was gonna eat myself into Bolivia, but no. I've actually found myself like really not eating as much and watching what I eat, which I'm kind of proud of, and I'm surprised, and I'll take it, man. So. But all right, so everybody got their things. We have one question here. Let's question for the 4 of you. Do you think Barry Bonds belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Man, okay,
Yes.
That's just to me, it's a no-brainer. I think as much as you could say, he was jacked up with everything, but guess what? The pitchers were jacked up too, man. The players, a bunch of them were doing it, and he was just better than everybody. Mm-hmm. He had probably the 4 best seasons you'll ever see a guy do, and he did one of them at 37 years old. So, yeah, no, Barry absolutely belongs in the Hall of Fame. It's a shame.
Both Barry and
Clemens, they both definitely belong. It's a shame that he's not. I think more of it has to do with his attitude, especially with media and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he's getting closer. He's getting closer. Yeah. No asterisks, bro. He's the man.
He signed my hat. He belongs in the Hall of Fame.
That's because you have a biased opinion on the matter already. You should recuse yourself.
I got it. It was good humor.
Good humor, there it is.
This was the thing that we got.
Whoa.
Things.
I would have lost my mind seeing that there.
Good humor.
All right. So let's get to it. Gus, I think you got. Huh?
Let's get to these movies.
Yeah. You got somebody that we need to shout out, right?
Oh yeah. Before we get into the movies, we're gonna shout out our second local business of the day. So, shout out to Good Boy Pet Care and Nutrition. All right, they're a dog grooming, dog boarding, and pet supply store in Miami, located at 5989 Southwest 8th Street. You can reach them at 786-360-5873. I know, Edwin, you got 2 pups over there, so you'd appreciate that. I got my
man.
my pup over here.
I got mine over here. So
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, we're dogs. It's a dog friendly show.
Yeah, man. And I like that name, Good Boy. Good Pet Care. Yeah.
Good boy.
My boy likes to hear that. My Johnny Walker Texas Ranger, he likes to hear that. All right, so let's pull it up here. Let me get the rendering up and oh wait, there we go. Okay, perfect. So you got it.
We
It's
should
up
have that
there.
game show music on so we make our picks with it.
What? Oh, game
We
show
should have
music?
that. Yeah.
We'll do it. All right. Oh, we got a shout out here. Daniel's brother. Oh, happy birthday, Daniel's brother.
Today is Santi's birthday. So.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Happy birthday. Everybody clap. Come on. Give it up.
He's like, I don't know, like, Santi, come here. but yeah, we're about to,
Awesome.
to
All right, so we got
everything.
And we got some people who already gave out their top 3 movies. Let me go back here in the comments here real quick. And thank you guys for commenting, man. Please feel free, keep commenting, keep letting us know what you think. If you got any questions, we got some people here, man, that can answer it. So, all right, Eben came out already with his top 3. He has Major League 2, which is not on the list, but definitely, I'm a Major League 2 guy over 1.
No, bro, that's number 2, Rookie of the Year, not Major League 2.
Oh man, he's right. Edwin, I think you need glasses, bro.
Hey, no, hey, you gotta be fair here. You can see why I would read that incorrectly, right? Okay.
I'll give you a slide.
Yeah. Anyway, I do like Major League 2 better than 1. I'm not gonna lie. I like Major League 2 better than 1. Yeah, but let me see here. So we got so he has Major League Rookie of the Year and A League of Their Own. Solid movies. I think we have somebody else here who we got Jesus. He said 42, Moneyball, and The Bad News Bears, the original. Okay, solid. That's one that's not even on there, but yeah. Oh, los Osos de la Mala Suerte. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. Let's see here. Our boy Chris, Sandlot, Field of Dreams, and Major League. That's solid right there. Very, very, very good one. We got 42. All right, so. Because I made the omission, Gus, myself, and Gabe, we cannot pick Sandlot because it's too obvious. So we're gonna have to pick a third movie here. And you, Daniel, you said your third was Sandlot, right? So so you're covered here. Gus, what do you got at 3 here?
Go ahead. But it was an obvious choice too, to have the Sandlot on 3. So I think if it's fair, I don't know. I think
you want to participate? Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we could all say Sandlot is just such a perfect movie.
It's just a perfect movie. It's everybody's dream.
Yes,
of course.
It's so good.
Friends like that and the Sandlot and to play like that, not to jump over the fence, with a big ass dog, that's gonna eat you.
Yeah, minus the dog monster part. Yeah, no, it's great.
Exactly, but.
All right, so then you tell us, Gus, what do you got at 3? Then give us your 3, and we'll see if we're all on the same page here.
My number 3 is Major League.
Major League. I got Major League just outside of my top 3. That's my number 4. Actually, hold on, because if we're taking out Sandlot, then I think Major League jumps in the list.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. No, but see, I don't like. This is Major League 1. I like Major League 2. I'm a 2 guy. So I'm gonna I got it still outside. I got 3 other movies in mind.
All right.
What do you got with Major League? Why you got it at 3?
It's a hilarious movie, bro.
Okay. All right. What do you Gabby, what do you got at 3?
I've got Moneyball at number 3.
Solid right there. Okay. Moneyball's good. All right, Daniel, give me your 3. Give me your 3 here. What do you got?
Okay, this one is not even here, and I'm not gonna do a quick confession here.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was a Red Sox fan. So
fever
me,
pitch.
Exactly.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's a good movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good date movie.
I think it's a terrible movie. Let's be honest, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and they were just so lucky, to start filming the movie in the same year the Red Sox brought the Curse of the Bambino. That's something. I mean, you cannot write the script with the team, to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I really enjoy that. I mean, it's a terrible movie, but it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
And I have a number 3.
All right.
Nice.
How should we go around 2, or should we all just give our top 3s? How do you think we should proceed?
We should go around.
Go around.
Go around? Okay, all right.
I did.
All right. So my number 3, I'm looking at it here, and it's a thin line here, but I got A League of Their Own, man. A League of Their Own is just it's such a good movie. Like, come on, how many times have you said there's no crying in baseball? Like, that's gotta be one of the best baseball movie lines of all time. And it's Tom Hanks. You know how I feel about my boy.
There are so many quotables in A League of Their Own, dude.
Yes,
so many. Mm-hmm.
But most important, it's Tom Hanks. That's the only Tom Hanks you're gonna see on this list. You gotta have him on your top 3.
That's true. Tom Hanks fighting the Rona.
Yes. I hope he's all right. I hope he's
so do I.
But there is crying in baseball, so.
Oh man. Okay. Have you guys ever cried in baseball?
Yeah.
Anyone?
A lot.
Really? Okay. As a player or as a fan?
As a player, I don't remember as a player, but as a fan, I mean, I'm from Venezuela and I'm a Tiburones de la Guaira fan, so that's like being a Cubs fan, like when they were.
So you're like a Venezuelan loser.
So in Venezuela, we have 8 teams, and we have been winning 34 years, maybe. 34 years.
That's not as bad. Okay.
No, but I'm 23.
Yeah, your whole life. Yeah.
To be a Tiburones fan, I mean, that means they're gonna be bullied, for a long time.
Oh man, that's okay. All right, that's it. So you cried. I think I cried when I think it was the '91 World Series. Again, dating myself here. I grew up a Braves fan before we had the Marlins, so I think I cried a little bit when the Braves lost in Game 7 in 10 innings on what was it, 2-0, 2-1, or 1-0? I don't even remember the final score. And John Smoltz pitched one of the greatest games of all time, but he couldn't. He pitched 9 innings of shutout baseball. And I think it was a 1-0 Game 7. I mean, it's one of the most underrated great World Series, and I think I cried a little bit. I was 9 years old. I was like, "Yeah, Braves!"
Absolutely no sympathy, man. No sympathy.
And I think maybe I cried when the Marlins sold everybody in '97. I think probably. I think I was in high school. I was like, "Man, I like Devon White. Why is he gone?" Like all those guys are gone. It was tough, man. I think Marlins fans have plenty of reason. If you're a real Marlins fan, I think you've had plenty of reason.
If you're a Marlins fan, if you've cried because of the Marlins, I don't blame you.
Yeah, Marlins make me cry.
I don't blame you. Well, of course we had the tragedy a couple of years ago, and so.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
I think that doesn't count. But when the Angels threw the no-hitter last year for Tyler Skaggs running. Game after Tyler's dead, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Baseball does do.
Ichiro when he retired. Last year, that moment for me was like, oh man, Ichiro.
See, I know Gabe is a big Ichiro fan. I respected Ichiro, but I was never like, I was like, all right, man, done a good job, but I didn't get in the feels too much there. But all right, so who's next up? Who's next up here? Did we all do our 3s already?
We all did our 3s.
Okay, so let's go. Who's doing 2? Gus, you want to go?
Sure. My number 2, Moneyball.
Mm-hmm.
Moneyball. I'm an analytics dude.
Yep. Bro, how good is Moneyball?
It's so good, man.
It's so good. Because it's my number two too. I'm skipping you guys, but it's my number two also. It's so good. Like, come
it's
on.
It's such a good movie.
So
such
good.
a good movie.
Does he get on base? That's all I want to know. Does he get on
That's
base?
all I want to know. Like I was so skeptical about analytics and sabermetrics when I saw Moneyball and then I started growing up. It was like, oh, but they're right, and they were right.
Yeah.
So,
And still to this day,
exactly.
Billy Bean is still like doing the most with the least.
It's still trying to win the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
But okay, so all right, quickly though, I know Gus, you're a big believer in analytics and sabermetrics and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Billy Bean, he still hasn't been able to, really.
I mean, well, at the end of the movie, they mentioned that the Red Sox took his method
other people
and won the World
taking
Series.
methods, yeah.
But the Red Sox, they also have a lot of money, so they can take the analytics and put a lot of money on top of it.
Yeah.
And what are the A's gonna do? All they have is the analytics. They don't have.
They're also banging trash cans too. The Red Sox. This is gonna come down.
They were not banging trash cans. They were doing the video room.
Oh yeah. They were more high tech because they got the money. Apparently, the Astros didn't have that oil money. They were.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Well, that someone related to them told us. You know what? We were maybe the most effective team doing the whole sign stealing thing, but at the same time we were the worst because it's the most obvious. I mean, you can hear the banging. So the way the Red Sox did, or the Dodgers did, or the Yankees and teams they say they don't. I mean, there's no proof that all of those teams did that.
Everybody does it.
They say it was it was more effective because nobody noticed that.
Yeah. Do you think Altuve had a little wire right here when he hit that walk off? No. You don't think so? You don't find it weird? So. I know he's your boy. I know he's family. He's patria.
It's weird, but no, he didn't.
Because come on, I mean, it's there's a saying that goes, if it looks like shit, it smells like shit, it tastes like shit, it might be shit, and it's very suspect. I don't want to rub the wrong feathers, but
it is weird.
It's a bad look.
Really
you gotta admit.
It's a bad look, of course, and especially when you have a case like that. I mean, let's say that the Astros win everything in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
If they do it, I mean, I could say, you know what, they have overcome this, and they did it the right way, and they
that'd be a great story.
They had the talent, but maybe someone's gonna ask like, oh, but now they're just are getting better, like cheating,
Oh yeah, you're gonna have the stigma. You're gonna have the stigma.
Exactly. So that's what you can think. But I don't think he did it. I think he didn't do it, so.
All right. Edwin, there's also another saying, Edwin. There's also another saying that goes, if it looks like shit, why are you smelling and tasting it? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, don't question my old weird sayings here, all right? So, all right. So, Gabby, give me...
a Snickers bar.
Gabby,
Gus, was it extra naughty then?
All right, shut up. Go, number two, Gabby. Give me your second one. I'm not eating shit
Number
anymore.
2? Really, Edwin? No pun intended, right?
Comiendo mierda, bro.
Give me your next choice.
All right, number 2 for me would be Major League, because nothing's better than watching Charlie Sheen and company just try to play baseball as best as they can in spring training.
I think Charlie Sheen's Wild Thing haircut is probably the best baseball haircut ever.
Yes,
agreed. They need to bring that back. Like, more players need to have it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Haircut, by the way.
Oh yeah, look at all of us, man. We're all wolfing out here, man. I mean, every time I see myself in these videos, I feel like my beard is getting bigger and bigger. I'm getting more, rugged looking. Maybe it's cool. I don't know.
I've become pretty efficient at cutting my own hair.
Yeah, go Gus. Yeah, he's a pro. By the way, if you got comments, put your comments there. Let us know what your top 3 are, or if you disagree with anybody's picks here so far.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at a Walmart back when I was in the Navy, and I saw probably one of the coolest baseball jerseys ever. I saw this guy at Walmart, and he had the Wild Thing haircut, right? But he was also wearing an Indians 99 Vaughn jersey. Like and it wasn't Halloween. Like he had the jersey, the hair, and he was just walking around Walmart, and I was like,
that's awesome.
That was
You know what?
so
One thing I loved about this, the 2019 All-Star Game is that I saw a lot of that in Cleveland last year.
Oh yeah.
So everyone was so into the movie and the whole.
Oh, I took a picture. I took a picture last season when the Indians were in town of a guy in the stands. He had the Wild Thing glasses on.
Yeah,
He had the glasses on and he had the hat. I didn't see if he had the jersey, but he had an Indians jersey, so maybe he had the Vaughn one too. So that's just such a great character. Like that whole Pedro Serrano, man, like all those guys. Major League is a great choice. And like I said, if it was Major League 2, it might be in my top 3. But it's because it's Major League 1. It's just a little below. It's close. I got it above some of the others.
Just a bit outside.
Yes. God damn it. That's so good. But
I want to ask you guys, how does the Allstate guy do at playing a Cuban guy?
He's not bad.
He's not bad, right?
He's not bad. He's I think he's better than the Brazilian guy playing Escobar in Narcos.
Dude, he's better than Al Pacino playing Scarface.
Oh yeah, way better.
You know? And this
Definitely.
guy's he's doing Allstate commercials now.
Yeah.
And now Al Pacino's winning Oscars and shit.
Oh, he's for real. Yeah, that's a good point. Pedro Serrano was a better Cuban or more believable Cuban than Tony Montana. Tony Montana had one line in Spanish and he ruined it. In the movie. It was horrible. He's like, "Toyo no mujeres and no chicos." Like, come on, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, all right. So, Daniel, what's your number 2? What do you got next up here?
Well, I gotta go with Moneyball as well.
Okay.
Not only it was it was really like good movie. The story was really good as well. Real life story that, and I love how, for some people that changed, their way to see baseball and know that analytics they work, and right now 100%, not 100%, but a big percentage of baseball is about percentages, and analytics and numbers. So I love it. I think Brad Pitt did an amazing job here, even though he's not a baseball guy, but he
had me fooled. He had me fooled. I was like,
like when I think about Billy Bean, I don't think about the real Billy Bean.
Oh yeah, no. That's
everybody.
That's true. Billy Bean's gotta feel real flattered that they got Brad Pitt to play him in a movie.
Exactly.
Like that's bullshit, yo. Like they made a movie about me. Like, yo, Brad, what's up? But
everybody's played this game. Like, who's gonna play you in the movie of your life? Oh, Brad Pitt.
He can legit. He has the best answer. So good for him.
I'll be like, I don't know, Elijah Wood.
Let's see. Every time I see KFC, I think of Serrano and Jobu. Yes.
Yeah. They call me. Some people call me Chino, so I might have Jackie Chan doing my.
I dig it. I might have the Flanagan's guy do me. I don't know, man, but one of those might be. But yeah, dude. Oh, every time KFC, Jobu's another one, man. That's such a good little look. I think Major League gave you all those little great characters and the little side characters.
I went at Jobu for.
All I know is that from that movie, I learned that it's very bad to steal from Jobu.
Yes. Definitely.
You know who's playing Gabby?
Huh?
Andy Garcia.
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
Andy Garcia plays Gabby. Both Garcias.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll send out a message.
Any relation?
Double G.
I'll send him a message. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let's go. Number ones. Who wants to give their number 1 first?
I'll go.
All right.
My number 1 is A League of Their Own, baby.
Okay, solid.
Yeah.
Solid. So
it's not only is it a historical movie,
it's
also hilarious, and it gets you in the feels every now and then.
Yeah.
It's everything. It gives you everything. A little bit of everything.
And it has Tom Hanks.
And it has Tom Hanks, bro. Anything with Tom Hanks.
Such a good factor there. Also, Madonna. Man. I thought Madonna was great in that movie.
She was
amazing.
Yeah.
And that was like prime Madonna as far as like looks and the sex appeal.
100%.
Like she was super hot in that movie. You know what I mean?
You can get it. Mm-hmm. Edwin, by the way, did I ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
I hope Edwin gets the reference.
What's that? That's fucked up. I know that's League of Their Own. That's messed up, man.
Yeah, dude.
You're gone. Get out of here. I just kicked him off the show. Dang, Gus, why you gotta do me like that? You could have gone after somebody else. You go after your co-host here. All right. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's a fair one. League of Their Own, solid all around. Everybody. Oh, you know who's another hot one in that movie? Gina Davis.
Gina Davis, yeah.
Yeah, Dottie. She's
Tank
she's
Girl.
good.
We got to introduce the Tank Girl.
Oh yeah, that's Kit, right?
Kip, yep.
Yeah, it's Kit. The younger sister, that's Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I forgot. Yeah, she is Tank Girl. That's true.
And also,
and
I
she
want to
was
say that Prime Madonna, for me, is not in the League of Their Own. For me, Prime Madonna is over in the movie Dick Tracy. That's Prime Madonna right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
but those are about around the same time. They were close.
Yeah, they're not too far off.
They're not too far off. Yeah.
She's so much better in that film.
You
I
like blonde?
brunettes.
You like blonde? Yeah. I'm a brunette kind of guy too.
Yeah. All right. Who's up? Who's up next? Who wants to give their number one? Gabe, go ahead. You go. Give me yours.
Oh man, you're so lucky we have social distancing because you know what happens to that kid right after he says that, right?
He gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have social distancing.
Again, Tom Hanks with the winner right there when he hits the kid. You know, like come on, it's so good, dude. You know, man, damn, I might have to rearrange my order. Maybe I put Moneyball at 3. I might have to put Moneyball at 3. I'm gonna put League of Their Own at 2. I'm switching mine. It's at 2. I don't got it at 1, but it's at 2.
Well, I think
for me, the number one film.
Edwin and
wait. You can't.
I can hear a gap.
Hold on. Daniel, can you hear us?
Let me fix this.
Why does this happen to us with our guests?
Some technical difficulties.
Okay, you can hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys too.
You can hear us?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Gabby, give me your number 1.
All right, so my number 1. All right, so just to recap, number 3 is Moneyball. Number 2 is Major League. So number 1 for me is Rookie of the Year.
Oh! Okay.
All right.
Think about
I
it.
don't know why I can't hear Gabby. What do you say?
Rookie of the Year.
He went with Rookie of the Year, number 1.
Rookie of the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want Rookie of the Year. I mean, think about it. The kid has a bad fall, breaks his arm, and next thing you know, he's pitching for a major league team by the age of 12.
Yeah, I get it.
Really?
The story is good. He ends up being the guy in the American Pie movies. That's Rowan Gardner ends up growing up and hanging out with Stifler.
That's Garden Hoser. Cool. That's not Rowan Gardner. That's Garden Hoser.
Rowan Gardner. Okay, Rookie of the Year. The best part about Rookie of the Year for me is Daniel Stern and Hot Ice. Like I love Daniel Stern. I love him in Home Alone. I loved him in City Slickers, and I loved him in Rookie of the Year. He's the best. Yeah. But I got Rookie of the Year. You know what? I got Little Big League above Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
I think Big League. You know what Little Big League is?
Little Big League is King Griffey Jr. crushing the viewer's dream of the team winning.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Damn it. You got it at 1?
Little Big League is my 1.
Seriously?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think it's the best baseball movie ever, but it's my favorite. And I just love every single detail about that movie. The whole story, with him and the grandfather, and then he gets.
Did you start? You're gonna pitch Wegman?
That's amazing. Like,
you gotta start Wegman.
Like the guys doing the guys doing the lineup, but just that whole story, and it's my dream. Like the dream, to own a team and then be the manager, having being 12 years old, and then Bauer saying like that our manager can go into the movies, like the adult movies,
rated R movie
until like 7 or 8 years or something like that. That's amazing,
dude. Little Big League is Moneyball Junior. That's what it is. Junior. It's Moneyball Junior.
But it's so underrated.
Yes, it's so very underrated. Good. It's very good.
Underrated.
And the cool thing about Little Big League that now that I look at it, I don't think any of these other movies have, is that they had cameos by real MLB players.
Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey, Randy Johnson. There was some other guys there.
Yeah. Palmero.
Yeah, man. And the guy who moonwalks, who's the crazy guy? There's that crazy guy on the team. I forget that actor's name, but he's the one who's moonwalking in the dugout. He's like, whoa, like
yeah.
It's a good one. Little Big League is solid. It's very like I said, I got it above
Movie's
Rookie of the Year.
Until the ending.
For
I think
me,
it's good.
number one.
All
I
right.
really enjoyed that movie. I think that for example, here they missed Bull Durham. Bull Durham is great.
Bull
It's
Durham's
amazing.
good. The Natural's
Like,
another one that's not on here.
No, but I don't like The Natural. I
Yeah.
don't like The Natural or Mr. 3000.
Yeah.
The Fan with Robert De Niro.
The Fan is really good.
Wesley Snipes.
The Fan.
Yeah,
The Snipes.
Man, The Fan is so good.
that's another solid one. All right, so you guys have all given your ones. Nobody picked my one. Nobody picked my one in your top 3. My one is not even in any of you guys' list. Field of Dreams, man.
Full disclosure, I never saw the movie.
No,
What?
that's number.
Wow.
That's top 5 for me.
Gab, you gotta go watch Field of Dreams. All right.
I've seen every movie that we put up on that nice little wall except for that one.
Man,
Yeah.
let me tell you, Field of Dreams. Okay, we were talking about crying in baseball.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams, it's acceptable to cry in Field of Dreams. It's
Yeah,
acceptable to cry
for sure.
in Field of
And-
Dreams and like at a funeral. Those are like the only 2 times it's acceptable to cry if you're a guy. Those 2 movies, like, oh, bro, you gotta watch Field of Dreams. That's I know Chris-
Masculinity, Edwin.
You gotta watch it, and it's a shame that we're not gonna have the Field of Dreams
Yes!
game. In Iowa. We're actually planning to go there.
oh
that White
shit, you were gonna
Sox
go
Yankees
there?
game.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So were we.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
no, it's
Road
amazing,
trip.
and the speech, man. Like right now, the situation that we're living in, with the whole coronavirus thing and the crisis and everything that is going on, in our country. Baseball is the only thing that remains constant throughout the years.
Well,
So right now, to not have baseball right now, it hurts. It's like, man, I think we took it for granted, and it teaches you.
Yes,
how-
we did.
shame on all 3 of you for not putting it in your top 3. No.
When was honestly, I saw that movie when I was a little kid, and I've never seen it again since.
Oh,
So-
dude, it's on TV all the time. You gotta watch
Yeah,
it again,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You gotta
It's,
watch it.
you got Darth Vader in it, man. You got Kevin
know.
Costner.
Yeah.
You got so many good stuff there. It's just so good. Oh, Rowan Gardner. Did he strike out Barry Bonds? I don't think so.
I think he
It
did.
did.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I think he did.
Oh, okay. So maybe they had. I just remember like the.
Those pre-steroids Barry Bonds, though. That's why
Yeah.
he when you get
I didn't
struck out by
recognize
No,
him.
no wonder it's not in
Never
anyone's
again.
number 1 here.
Going on
All of you
steroids.
are haters because Barry Bonds struck out.
No. Rookie of the year. I think maybe the thing is who are they playing in the playoffs at the end? Because he strikes out that big goon guy. Oh, the Mets. And
The
he
Mets,
strikes out the big goon guy. You know what I'm saying? So they had a fictitious villain in the sense of that big guy from the Mets. When in Little Big League, you're going up against Griffey. Randy Johnson's pitching against your fictitious team. I like that aspect a little better. But yeah, man, Field of Dreams is just it's
If
seriously.
Henry was pitching in Little Big League, they would not
I-
have found
I gotta
themselves in that
say,
position.
I gotta say, I thought Luke Collins was a real baseball player.
he had it. He looked like a little Wade Boggs. He had a
exactly. It's like, oh, is this guy
Sweet Lou.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I went to Baseball Reference, like Luke Collins, like, oh,
Luke
I
Collins.
didn't
I know that guy. Well, I thought, to be fair, as a kid, I thought Joe Dugan's character, Tom Hanks's character, I thought that was a real guy, and then I looked it up. And I'm like, oh no, that's not true at all. Okay, but hey, that's how good Tom Hanks is.
Yeah.
How do we feel
Mr. Dugan.
how do we feel about 42? Because it's not on everyone's list.
42 honorable. It was my just
Honorable
outside the top
mention.
3. It's my number 4.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's Chadwick Boseman plays Jackie Robinson, bro. Black Panthers, Jackie Robinson. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Out of the 9 movies there, I had it at 9. I wasn't crazy about 42. I didn't. I thought to be honest, like be 100%. I thought the actors who played their parts did well. I just thought the story. There was more to Jackie Robinson, and I thought it could have been just a little better. I wasn't too impressed with the movie, to be honest with you, especially with Jackie Robinson being such such a significant person, And I thought the movie didn't really do proper Jackie Robinson justice. Like they focused on some of the stuff, but not everything. I don't know. I didn't like The Babe with John Goodman.
The Babe.
That should be on this list. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
61 asterisk.
61 solid.
It's solid.
I saw it
Incredible
once.
Yankees is really
Yeah,
good.
I saw
No, it's
61
good.
once. I don't know what other good baseball movies. Is there any other that we missed that's not on the list?
Maybe The Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, so I'm gonna recommend you guys one here.
All right.
It's not. I'm gonna say this. I gotta be honest. For me, it's not a great movie. It's not a good movie.
If you say Sandlot too, we're kicking you out of the show.
Yeah.
No.
If you said Sandlot too, because I refuse that. That movie doesn't even exist for
I
me.
was talking about that with my brother. But there's a movie, a Venezuelan movie actually. It's called Papita Manito Stone. It's really bad, to be honest. I mean, it's not.
You're selling me
but
well.
But the message. I mean, the message is for me. It's not so accurate, but it shows you how Venezuelans might like baseball, and the rivalry with Caracas and Magallanes is maybe similar to Red Sox and the Yankees here in the U.S.
Okay.
So if you see it, maybe you're gonna laugh. That's for sure. So maybe you can find it entertaining. So
I like
good stuff.
One of my favorite movies, baseball, is I have a DVD of the 2003 Marlins World Series. That's like I've seen it like a million times. I mean, it's probably the best movie ever made. But let's see, we got an honorable mention here. Besides these 9, honorable mention, Hardball.
Hardball.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good
very
one.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a solid one there. Okay, so I pulled up a list here, or some tradition. I put best baseball movies. It's got Sandlot, Moneyball, Bull Durham, Pride of the Yankees. Let's see.
Bull Durham has to be there. I don't know why he isn't.
8.
Why it didn't even make the top 9?
Yeah. Bad News Bears. Oh, my friend of mine used to really like this movie, For Love of the Game. I thought that was a cool concept. The guy's throwing a perfect game, and he's flashing back through his life. But I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me the same way.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's good. Your Fever Pitch movie's on here. Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck. That's an old school one for the old school fans.
Is that the one where he goes to Japan?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very, very old school one. And I think there's oh man. Okay. All right. Hold on. Oh, okay. First off, none of us mentioned Angels in the Outfield, which it's a good movie. It's a solid movie. Wait, wrong button.
It's terrible. It's not terrible, but it's
Angels in the Outfield was good. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. But I think one that should have been on the list here, and I think Gabby, I can't believe you didn't bring this up. I can't believe you didn't bring this up, but this is one of your favorites, Bench Warmers, yo.
Man.
You have to keep in mind that I'm going by the list that you provided me. You didn't put Hardball. You didn't put The Rookie, which is that Disney movie. You didn't put you didn't even put Major League 2, man.
I think we missed one here.
Which one?
Trouble with the Curve.
Yeah, they were showing it on MLB Network right now. They were showing it.
That's awesome. I gotta right after.
They were showing it. They were showing it tonight. That's a good one. I got that one up there with with the other one, For Love of the Game. It's up there in that same category, but I think we did a good job of hitting the size. But yes, Bench Warmers, man. I am 12, and here's $5. The Gus Bus.
You wrote it with crayon.
Yeah. He's like 12, more like 1,200. He's got valid certification.
Yo, that thing is legit super good. Benchwarmers is tight, man. I got a lot of love for that. But okay, I think we did a good job of encompassing all the movies and talking about everything. So great job. Thank you guys for that. Before we head out of here, Daniel, why don't you tell people where they can find you, and if you're working on anything, if anything you want to plug in right now, man, by all means, go ahead.
Well, thank you so much. Daniel Alvarez EE on Twitter, Daniel Alvarez _16, and of course in El ExtraBase. That's one with the 16 is my Instagram account, it's my personal account, but you can follow me if you want, of course. But El ExtraBase, we're having content every single day, debating about all-time lineups, and guys, like putting highlights and some things like, on this date something happened. For example, in 1994, Michael Jordan made his pro
debut for the Barons.
So, exactly. and things like that, and you can debate. Tomorrow we're going live with Al Pedrique, who's the third base coach for the Oakland A's. Saturday,
Nice.
No, that's for tomorrow. No, it's like
Tomorrow's Friday, by the way.
Who knows what day it is, bro? Who knows?
Tomorrow's Friday. Don't forget, tomorrow is Friday.
Sunday,
Quiet, Andy Garcia.
So yeah. So Sunday we don't Omar Vizquel, your guy. So
dude, invite him onto our show, man. Invite some of these pro guys to our show, bro. I know you got. By the way,
anytime.
By the way, if you guys are listening, man, follow our boy here, Danny, because he's got, man. I scroll through his like Instagram feed, and it's just like, damn, yo, look at all these. He's in it with everybody. He's got All-Star game pictures, World Series pictures. He's got interviews with this guy. I know that's why he was so quick to defend Altuve. I know him and Altuve, they play like the MLB The Show together and everything. You know, they're super tight. You know, we don't got that kind of connect, but you know, Danny's been doing it a little longer. And by the way, you do an exceptional job at it, man. And thank you for joining us and partaking with us. But yeah, feel free to invite any of your major league friends to come join us anytime, bro.
Thank you for inviting, because
man,
this has been the best 1.5 hours of
there you go, bro. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. We love doing this, and we love having you on. And Gabe, thank you for making your video debut with us. Now we can definitely talk.
Thank you for having me.
There you go. But anyway, thank you so much for everybody watching, everybody who commented. Remember, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell, hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Wherever it is that you're watching, man, everything helps. We really, really appreciate it. It's tough times, but thankfully we have each other to get through it, and we have sports to talk about, and we have debates like the best movie. So we'll have another one up soon. It should be I don't know who we have. I know we got some people lined up for next week.
Yeah,
for the show. So we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll do another show Tuesday and Thursday. We're solidifying that. So yeah, man, check it out. Join us. Stick with us. Daniel, thank you so much. Gabe, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on Tuesday. All right. Thank you.
Be safe. Bye, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Later.